watching some of Leo Spells live, and I've seen two people from two different backgrounds call Black American slaves. I've seen a Somali person call us a slave and start cussing women out, calling us bees and hoes. And I've heard a Latino man call us slaves. You're nothing but slaves. Y'all don't know where y'all come from. You people are nothing. You build nothing. You own nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. And I'm like, wow, like y'all really have these sentiments and y'all have these negative views and such vitriol and disdain toward us for what? We built nothing, yet you're coming to a country that our ancestors built. You're coming to a country that has an infrastructure that we heavily helped to curate and create. My lineage built the literal White House. We've built buildings all over this goddamn. My father was a construction worker building buildings. He helped to build the Freedom Towers during 9/11 when those towers fell down. He was there helping to rebuild that site. I know so many of my other friends, Black American, who their fathers were literally building monumental buildings all around this goddamn country. So for people to come here and say that, especially immigrants that would not have been able to migrate here had it not been for Black Americans without an immigrant background, you all, especially the people from Somalia and from those countries with certain religions, especially the women, y'all wouldn't even have basic human rights. Y'all come here and pop it to Black Americans and pop it on the internet when you would not even be able to pop it on the internet like that in your own country. You would not be able to disparage the president or the leaders in your own countries because you would be off with your head. So the fact that these people keep coming, you're a slave, what are you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to today's video. So if you're new here, this is Prime Pause where we let you in on everything happening around the globe. So on today's news, we have the Somalis and the Black Americans who literally have it out for each other. So the Somalis have it so out for the Black Americans that they have a lot to say. They don't just have a lot to say about themselves, but also about the Black Americans. They've been saying a lot of things about the Black Americans. They have had um their phones out of all over social media talking about the Black Americans. They be calling the Black Americans immigrants, and they be having so much to say about them. They even said that the Black Americans do not know where they're coming from or do not know their heritage, and that's so um strong coming from people who are literally coming to the lands of the same people, you know. So they are actually also saying that the Black Americans are supposed to join forces with them and stand against ICE, but instead the Black Americans are supporting ICE for to deporting the Somalis. And the Black Americans are saying, we do not owe you guys anything. We do not owe you no loyalty. We do not owe you any support. Even though we want to support you people, we're going to support you people from our own consciousness, not because you asked us to. And secondly, you people are saying that we are supposed to help you now. Can't you remember when we told you about these people, when we were shouting, when we were saying that we are going through the same things, and you people were comfortable because it wasn't happening to you guys then, and because it's happening to you now, you think we should come out because of things have changed, or because it has started affecting you people. So guys, we're going to let the rest of the videos roll by, and then we'll read the comments and know what other people have to say. Please, all right, remember, to the original creators of this video, please not forget to like, comment, and please subscribe to this channel so that I can keep on bringing you more things happening around the globe. Let's let the news, let's let the videos roll by, and then we'll come back, read comments, and we'll know what's happening, what's going on in the mind of other people. All right guys, let's watch the videos and then we come back. Thank you.
So if you have 1 minute, I'd like for you to check out this video.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No.
So I want to say this with as much clarity as I can possibly say it. I don't believe that every Somali imam thinks this way, but this gives an indication that there are people who we have allied with, who we have supported, who we have taken on as brethren, because were it not for the African American experience, these people would not be able to do any of the things that they're doing. But we have to realize that some people are not our friend. There's a saying in the Black community, not all skin folks is kinfolk. So my decision is, if you came in during this time, I'm rocking with people who came in who have a heritage of experience in the Black community, specifically foundational Black Americans. Until you prove to me that you are an ally of mine, I'm not rocking with you.
Especially people in those African countries, because a lot of you all, it's very sad, but a lot of you all are still being sold into slavery present day. In Latin communities, Mexico, the trafficking is diabolical. Y'all are seeing kids. It's just very sad what's going on in other parts of the world. So for you all to come and look your nose down on us and say we own nothing, we have nothing, what the fuck do y'all have? What do y'all build? What do y'all own? Y'all fled y'all's homeland. Y'all did not stay and fight. Y'all have no soul, no rhythm, no blues. Y'all do not fight. Y'all flee. And y'all come to a table that was built by the blood, sweat, and tears of Black Americans and talk and call us slaves. If it wasn't for those slaves, you wouldn't be able to come here. There would not be this great country, the land of milk and honey that everybody and their mother wants to migrate to. It's just so utterly disrespectful and disgusting. And I don't even get offended no more. Y'all keep calling us a slave. Nobody's offended by that. Because guess what? That is a testament to the fact that we are survivors. We are the most resilient group of Black people on planet Earth. They have been trying to G-side us, literally wipe us out. They wiped out some of our entire bloodlines, but we are the ones that survived. And I'm going to keep saying that and singing it from the fucking rooftops. I am very proud of the cloth that I'm cut from. I'm very proud to be a Black American woman. I'm very proud of my ancestors. I'm very proud of what my ancestors were able to withstand so that I could be here today. If it was not for the slaves that y'all keep trying to talk down on and make fun of, like, who makes a joke saying slave, slave, slave? When you didn't talk about you didn't build shit. You didn't build shit. You can't even fucking build a country that's governed by you. Y'all keep talking about colonization. They stealing this, they stealing it, blah, blah, blah. You all run your own fucking countries. Y'all not living side by side with people that's been trying to oppress you and unalive you for years the way that we do, thriving at the same rates that we thrive. Have some fucking great slaves. Disrespecting our fucking ancestors. That's why I hope all of y'all get the fuck up out of here, the ones that think like that. So the other ones that's cool, this ain't for you. So don't pop it in my fucking comment section. I don't want to hear it. It gets to a point. We've been way too nice. That's why y'all talking all of that hot money, big money, cash money shit. Because we've been way too nice. Now we trying to grab our nuts and y'all can't fucking take it.
We Black Americans do not owe anyone a damn thing. Especially any individual or any group or any organization that is anti-Black and racist. For example, the Somali situation. They came out last year and boldly lent their support and advocacy to the felon-in-chief. They ignored Black Americans because of their anti-Blackness. Now they are dealing with the consequences of their vote. As well they should. It's time for these folks to be big boys and big girls and take their medicine. Now all of a sudden they are Black. When just a year ago, they stated that they were Somalis. They weren't Black American. They were Somalis, they were Muslim, and they were Arabs. Because see, like many other POC groups who immigrate over here, they believe that they are superior to us and they have bought into all of the white supremacist lies and talking points about the Black American community. And they have not only bought into those lies, but they continue to teach and spread those lies within their own communities. Black Americans, we have really seen that within the past year, ever since the presidential election. We do not owe anybody or anyone our forgiveness, our grace, our empathy, or our compassion. For me personally, I have none for them. It is not Black Americans' fault that we are standing alone. Should we be unified with especially other members of the diaspora? Yes. But I choose to live in reality, and we are not. And again, it is not Black Americans' fault. We are the one group in the United States of America that have had to fight to have our humanity recognized, and then to fight for the rights that we deserve. And because of our struggle and our sacrifice, many of these immigrant groups, including members of the diaspora, have come over here after the main struggle was ended and the Civil Rights Act was passed, and have enjoyed the fruits of our labor, starting businesses, going to school, when they become eligible, voting and participating in the democratic process, and taking other opportunities, again made possible by Black American fight for justice and equity and equality. But turning around and then looking down on us and spewing white supremacist lies. And we all know what they are. They advocated specifically the Somalis for the felon-in-chief last year, and they did indeed vote for him and helped to put his regime in power, and now they are dealing with those consequences. And now all of a sudden they want to be Black. We're all Black. No, the hell we are not. These white leftists and progressives, I have always said that they are the same brand of ice cream as MAGA and Republicans. They're just a different flavor. And boy, have they been showing their asses ever since Jasmine Crockett announced she's running for Senate. The woman is already in Congress. Think about that. She is just running to switch houses. She will not get an increase in pay, but she believes, and I believe it too, that she will be more effective in the Senate. And these folks have come out the woodwork with all of their bullshit, the same routine that they pulled on Kamala Harris last year. But we see you all. All of you all are motivated by two things: your racism and your misogyny. Black Americans, the only thing that we have to do and need to do is to continue to be Black American, and then when it is time, die. That's it. We don't owe these people our support. We don't owe them our advocacy that they seem to think that they're entitled to, despite their racism and anti-Blackness. Even those of us within our own community who sided with white supremacy, all of them can take a first-class express ticket straight to the pit of hell. Black Americans, we stand alone, but that's okay, because y'all, we are enough. Keep that in mind and be careful out here.
Why do people always have misplaced anger when it comes to Black Americans? So I'm talking about how I see a lot of Somali people mad with Black Americans at their response to what is currently happening. But at the same time, I don't see those same people making videos about the white woman that called child the N-word at Cinnabon and said that she was openly racist. A lot of Black Americans have still had solidarity with them during this situation, but some of us just do not care. But you cannot be mad at Black Americans for not getting into your fights when that's not our fight to even get in. It's the same group of people who use microaggressions when speaking about Black Americans, like they are exempt from something, and now they are actually seeing the treatment that Black Americans have been talking about for decades, but they never wanted to believe it. They always thought it was our issue as to why we were being treated the way that we were being treated. I don't don't like diaspora wars. I feel like a person who is racist is going to treat all of us the same. If you are not of a certain ethnicity, of a certain race, they are not going to like you regardless. But for some reason, certain racial groups think that they are better than Black Americans, and they think that any type of treatment that Black Americans get is because of how they act. When no, they're racist. They don't like you either.
So right now, we all know that, like, Somali people are under fire by the Trump administration right now, and the white conservative, the right wing as a whole. But the one thing I'm seeing right now is this huge budding discussion and argument between black people, African American people, and Somali people. What's going on? Why am I seeing black people going on and justifying these attacks, these ICE raids, this mobilization of force to the Somali community in Minneapolis, Minnesota, by saying that we voted for Trump somehow? And these are talking points that come from conservative people that are incorrect. Do you see a place on the ballot that says Somali? Where are y'all getting this data from? This is very ignorant, and my question is, right, are the black people who are attacking Somali people, are they doing the white people's work for them? Are you guys, a heavily marginalized community in America, also attacking Somali people?
The black community is not attacking Somali people. This administration is attacking Somali people. The black community is calling out the Somali people like yourself that even though you are seeing this administration call you liars, thieves, criminals, and are trying to deport you, saying that your IQs are inherently low, you are on the internet talking about black Americans. In fact, you don't have a video going over all the things this administration has said about your people. Instead, you have opted to demonize black Americans. There are many definitions for what you are doing, but black Americans have another word for this. I actually don't like that word, but you have a wonderful day.
So yes, the Black Americans really didn't come to play because they are replying the Somalis as hot as they're giving it to them. And apart from that, we also have comments and people who are who have written things to air their views on the matter and to also express themselves on why they think what the Somalis are saying or doing is wrong. There are also some people have commented. Someone said this narrative is getting out of hand. Black Americans are not immigrants. Just because our ancestors were stolen from Africa, that's a willful misunderstanding of history. We didn't choose to come here. We didn't come with intact cultures, languages or nations to return to. Our identity was stripped and rebuilt under slavery and Jim Crow. That doesn't make us ruthless, it makes us a distant people with a specific history in this country. And nobody is obligated to support anyone against ICE just because they are black. Solidarity is built on mutual respect and not guilt tripping. So yes, about this whole guilt tripping thing, Black Americans are saying that you cannot guilt trip us into supporting you against ICE. You cannot try to emotionally blackmail us into standing with you against ICE. So if you want us to do that, we have to decide it on our own, not you tripping us into it. So the next person said, I'm tired of immigrants telling black Americans what we owe them. Black Americans fought for civil rights or so everyone could benefit, immigrants included. Those laws didn't fall from the sky. Meanwhile, many immigrant communities actively distance themselves from Black Americans, mock us, and repeat anti Black stereotypes, but suddenly want solidarity when ICE comes knocking. Solidarity doesn't work like a switch you turn on only when it benefits you. Yeah, so actually, I've really seen a lot of videos where a lot of Black Americans are saying that when it was affecting us, you didn't help, you didn't say anything. You felt it sounded like a norm. Sounded like normal to every other person. But now that it's knocking at your doorstep, everybody should shake. Everybody should come running to your rescue. But when it's Black Americans, you aren't saying anything. Everybody is quiet. Everybody's silent. So no, if you're going to experience it alone. The next person is saying two things can be true at the same time. ICE is brutal and unjust, and Black Americans are not responsible for protecting every immigrant group, especially when those same groups often look down on us. If you want Black American support, start by acknowledging our unique struggle instead of erasing it by calling us immigrants who don't know where we are from. That's disrespectful and historically ignorant. Yeah, the Black Americans are saying it and they're saying it loud and clear. So, it's left for you. The next person said the idea that Black Americans supporting ICE is some kind of betrayal ignores reality. Many Black Americans live in communities where crime, overcrowded housing, and labor exploitation are real issues, and immigration policy impacts those things. People are allowed to have complex views shaped by lived experience, reducing it to "you're Black, so you must oppose ICE" is lazy thinking. The next person said, "What's wild is how some Somalis voice online speak with such confidence while rewriting history. Black Americans know exactly where we are from. We just don't have the luxury of tracing a neat lineage back to one village or one clan because slavery destroyed that. That loss isn't something to mock or weaponize. And if you're doing that, don't be shocked when people don't rush to defend you. I mean, if you're going to mock them and ask them for help at the same time, that's ignorant." So let's continue. The next person said, "I support humane immigration reform, but I don't support the way Black Americans are constantly gaslit. We are told we are immigrants when it's convenient, then told we are lazy natives when it's not. You can't erase 400 years of forced labor and systematic exclusion just to win an online argument about ICE." Next person said, "There's also a serious lack of accountability here. Some immigrant community benefits from Black-led movements, then immediately align themselves with whiteness and anti-Blackness once they get a foothold. Police worship, disdain for Black Americans, colorism, and silence during Black suffering are real patterns. People remember that, so no, you don't automatically get loyalty." So guys, Black Americans and Somalis have it going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And to think about it, I honestly do not think you get to mock people when it's convenient for you. And then when things are getting rough, you also want those people to come to your aid. You want them to help you. So please let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment honestly, because I would like to know what you think. I would like us to talk about this some more in the comments. Let me get your views on this and know what you really think about it. All right, remain to the original creators of these videos. Please do not forget to subscribe until I see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.